All right, welcome back. We're coming off the Thanksgiving holiday, and we're here to remind you that preparing a turkey, not just for Thanksgiving, I love it. It's one of my favorite times of year because we eat a lot of turkey. So we're going to give you some turkey preparation tips to make your Christmas celebration or any other day you're making a turkey a great one. We have Martha Yount with the University of Kentucky Co-op Extension Service. Always great to have you on the program. This is a big one, maybe a little intimidating to a few cooks, but really it's not that bad. If I've done it before successfully, anyone can do it. But we're going to start first picking out the right bird. A lot goes into this.
That's right. If you like a lot of leftovers, you might choose a bigger one. If you want a shorter cooking and thawing time, you might go with a smaller one. But a general rule of thumb is 1 pound of raw turkey per person.
Okay.
Now, you won't be eating a pound because you know we've got bones and other things in here. That should give you enough for a great holiday meal as well as some leftovers.
It's always nice to send people home with a little bit of turkey too. That's basically I eat turkey for the next week and a half following a turkey meal, and I'm all right with that too. Okay. So yeah, go on.
And I'm going to remind you that you should only keep that leftover turkey in the refrigerator for up to 3 days, but you can freeze it and keep it longer than that. So you can have those leftover turkey sandwiches really just about as long as you can.
It's always nice in January when you know you got a little turkey frozen in the freezer and you're like, hey, we can heat this up. Okay, so now we're going to talk about actually getting this guy ready to go, Mr. Tom here.
Turning this one into that one. So the first step, if you're buying a frozen turkey, and for many of us with small grocery stores, that's our only option. If you're somewhere larger, you might be able to find one that's already thawed. But most of us are going to come home with this sort of frozen football.
A brick.
Yes, a brick. And we want to thaw it first. And there are 3 ways to safely thaw.
Okay.
The best, easiest but takes the longest is right in your refrigerator. So put it in a dish to catch any, leave it in the wrapping to catch any juices and let it stay there. Now if you have a whopper of a turkey, a 25 pounder, it may take up to 6 days.
I was going to say usually about a week is kind of what I factor into it. Now there's a lot of Burks too, so my mom always had to make a very large turkey.
One.
Yeah, so she's a pro. That's why we let her do the cooking. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritties here.
So we're thawed, and this purchased commercial turkey has 2 body cavities, and we need to take things out of there.
Yeah, they stuff them.
Yeah, this is the little bag of giblets, and a lot of people are afraid to even look in here, I think.
Me.
So,
yeah.
But if you've been afraid, you can certainly look inside, and we've got some organ meats. We've got the heart, the gizzard, and the liver. These are not my favorite parts of the turkey, and I usually share those with my dogs.
Okay, well, someone's got to eat it.
Oh, yeah.
But could be used for a good gravy.
Oh, yes.
Too.
And then in the other cavity, we need to take out the turkey neck.
Yeah, that's not one of my favorite parts either.
No.
But once we get through this process, then I could really you know, turn it up a little bit, but that's a large neck. All right, now we're good to go.
So now we're ready to go. And there's a band of skin usually tucked over the drumsticks, and that's just to keep things tucked in nice and neat. And then we can make the wing tips. Sorry about that thump.
No, that's all right. We're cooking here. We can make some noise, but important to tuck those underneath too. Use a little muscle.
Just to make him sit up nice and pretty.
Yeah, there you go. Now, do you suggest you brine the turkey ahead of time?
Well, if you are cooking a natural turkey, one that hasn't already been injected with a saline solution, which is customary in you'd sort of be double salting.
A lot of sodium.
Then. But brining can add a lot of flavor.
Keeps the juices. I've had some pretty good success with it actually too. All right, now we're getting this guy ready to stuff or not to stuff.
Right, that is the question, to stuff or not to stuff. If you choose not to stuff with a stuffing mixture, it's always good though to put some aromatic vegetables in the cavities, some celery, some onion, a few more sprigs of those fresh herbs in there.
I usually stuff an apple in there too.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
A little fork, get it in there, because you don't want it to dry out.
That's right, add some moisture and some flavor.
Now we're on to spices too.
Oh yeah, if you want to use fresh herbs, thyme and rosemary and sage are great, and you can actually insert those up under the skin, holds it in place.
Very popular, and it makes your house smell amazing too.
Oh, it does.
Or we could even do an herb butter on the outside too. You get a nice color. All right, well somehow we got
one more safety thing.
Yes, this is the big one. How do we skip that?
We've got to get this done, and so 165 is the magic number for turkey.
165, and where do you actually measure that?
We want to make sure we insert this thermometer in sort of the thickest part And so underneath this, don't put it in the drumstick area because that cooks really fast, and you wouldn't put it in the wing because that cooks very fast.
And you don't want to hit a bone either.
Right, because if it touches the bone, you're not going to get an
accurate reading. All right, well,
so
we are...
a nice fleshy part. We out of time?
Well, we're getting there.
All right.
Now we've got this beautiful bird. We went through all that work. Now we got to cut them up.
That's right, and food safety,
Food safety, there you go. And
we don't want to cross-contaminate, so.
Nope.
So you can cut slices. It really doesn't matter if you're an expert carver or not, because people just care about getting a tasty slice of turkey right on their plate.
Very good.
Remember to keep those leftovers in the refrigerator only up to 3 days.
3 days.
Then we want to package them and put them in the freezer.
Yes, we do. Food safety is so important.
Get out and go for a walk after you enjoy that turkey meal.
Some great tips. Looks fantastic. Cold or not, I could get on board with this. Martha, appreciate it.
All right,
and
thank you.
Everyone, don't be intimidated. It's delicious and it's very rewarding when you get a good bird and everyone says, hey, you did a great job.
Yes.
That's the goal, right? All right, we're back with more right after this.